let's clear up the elephant in the room right off the bat, okay? The reason why I am transgender is because I watched Powerpuff Girls as a kid. Okay, because I've been getting that question a lot recently. Bina, why are you trans? And it's because I would sit down in front of episode after episode of the hit children's television series Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network Saturday morning at 8 a.m. And the reason why that turned me trans is because I had to learn somewhere, right, that women are not only born, they're made, crafted, concocted, which is what I learned in my gender studies class in college, but they were just confirming what I already knew from Powerpuff Girls, because those are some trans icons, right? Clearly. And if y'all aren't familiar, because you're like Gen Z or old, the premise of Powerpuff Girls is that there's this mad scientist dad, right, who wants to create the perfect daughters. So he makes a potion with the 3 elements that compose of the ideal woman. Do y'all remember what they were? It's sugar, spice, and everything nice, right? Which corresponds, of course, to sugar, spice, and everything nice. But the reason why they didn't turn out to be normal daughters and instead were like super girls or like girls with a little something extra, catch me, was because their dad accidentally also poured in chemical X from his lab. Chemical X, y'all. Chemical X! Oh! Chemical. Y'all aren't getting it. Okay, so what are the 2 human sex chromosomes? They're X and Y. Y is traditionally the male one, right? And X is the other one. So if you were trying to come up with a kid-friendly term for the liquid estrogen that I shove into my thigh twice a week to turn from a male to a female, from an XY to an XX, you would call it chemical X. Thank you so much. So what I'm saying is that me and a generation of trans women were groomed by Powerpuff Girls. And that is why I am the way that I am. So, now that we have that cleared up. How's everybody? Good? I'm going good. My transition's going good. I actually just had a breakthrough recently around bathrooms. Because I'm like traumatized about going into the women's restroom. Well, specifically around pooping in the women's restroom. Because as everyone knows, girls don't poop. And so audible plop is the biggest giveaway, which is why I've been silencing my shits for a long time. Like, James Bond does the guns, you know. Like, but I just kind of layer a half roll of toilet paper at the base to make sure there's no splash. But that's just not environmentally friendly, and it's stressful. But like I said, I had a breakthrough recently because I went to bingo night at the local Reform Jewish synagogue that I go to. After they had been serving cheese blintzes and horseradish, and I went to the women's restroom at the end of the night and experienced sounds that I couldn't dream in my worst nightmares. These bubbies, these Jewish grandmothers were shitting. They were like, you know, like wrestlers, so just like smack their thigh. And I felt safe. scene, you know? Like, these bubbies were dropping bombs so large, I assume it was bringing up their PTSD from the war. You know, like, these were Holocaust survivors who were evacuating their bowels faster than they evacuated their ghettos. When the SS sent them to the train car, and I felt safe there, you know? Like, if you're a trans girl and you have dysphoria about your digestive soundscape, just like find a bathroom full of old Jewish women. Because women may not poop, but old Jewish women, shit. And honestly, if you show up there and you don't poop, that's when you're gonna have an issue, because they're gonna be like knocking on your stall, being like, honey, are you eating? Come have dinner by me and I'll have you shitting real quick. Anyway, that's my time.